What are some of the early ideas, and how are you guys kind of adjusting?
Yeah, so Damon, you see the key issue here is about what is your value proposition for your transit rider. If you think of streetcars, and as you mentioned the streetcar there, you have the old value proposition in your mind of how the TTC used to operate their streetcars and how congested it may be and how it operates. Now, on Go, um, we have changed our value proposition. We've always been about we are obsessed and we are like maniacs about safety. So safety is never jeopardized. But what we've done now with our value proposition is we've expanded it to include health. So what does it mean when you say your value proposition to customers is about health, safety, as well as getting them from point A to point B? Well, you change what you're doing, you change how your operations work. I am closing all of my ticket sales at my stations. I'm bringing all of those people out from behind the counters, and we are now distributing them across our platforms and our stations to directly interact with customers and help customers. How? Well, I'm opening something like around 20 health kiosks at all of my stations. A health kiosk is a place where you can go and have your temperature checked and be given advice on COVID-19 and how to combat COVID-19, given a sense of what a face covering does for your own impact on others around you. We take some of those people we're taking out are now going to do cleanliness checks on trains and buses. We are now cleaning our buses twice every 24 hours, where in the past it was once, twice, 3 times a week. We are adding hand sanitizer dispensers at every doorway for every train and every bus. We've added polycarbonate screens to keep our drivers safe. But here's something that's really cool that we're going to do, and you guys have an inside line purely because of the timing of this interview. What I can give you a scoop on is that we are going to add polycarbonate screens between seats on trains.
Wow.
Now, and on buses, between the seats on buses. So think of that. Think of that a little bit. That's like you go and sit in your seat and you have a sense of privacy from the person that sits right next to you.
Wow.
And now you can think of that as a value proposition. So that's changing what I offer as a transit product, it's a transit product, a transit service that you buy. And so that's a massive investment, but we thought about this very carefully. And we're going to roll it out in the weeks to come, and it's going to be really cool because think of it from our perspective. Logistically, how do I maintain physical distancing and still be able to move thousands of people? My capacity in my vehicles without screens between seats would be vastly reduced. And if you keep physical distancing on a streetcar, as you've said, I mean, you travel on a streetcar often, how much of that streetcar would be full? And they'll have to run 3-4 times as many streetcars to move as many people. So we're doing it with a very practical view, but with a keen view on what value it presents to the customer to focus on health.